noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl and all that jazz. Slick your hair and wear your buckle shoes and all that jazz. I hear that Father Tip is gonna blow the blues and all that jazz. Hold on, hun, we're gonna bunny hug. I got some aspirin down at United Drug in case we shake apart and want a brand new start to do that jazz. Oh, gonna see my Sheba shimmy shake and all that jazz. Oh, she's gonna shimmy till her garters break and all that jazz. Show her where a Parker girdle. Oh, her mother's blood would curdle if she'd hear her baby's queer for all that jazz. Find the flask, we're playing fast and loose and all that jazz. And all that jazz. Right up here is where I store the juice and all that jazz. And all that jazz. Come on, babe, we're gonna brush the sky. I bet you're lucky Lindy never flew so high. 'Cause in the stratosphere, how can you lend an ear to all that jazz? No, I'm no one's wife, but oh, I love my life and all that jazz. That jazz. Yeah, sure. You can sit if you want. All right. Well, thank you very much for coming to our show. You having a good time so far?
I'm due.
Before we get started, I just want to thank all of the staff at the Cottage Bistro for taking care of us here. So thank you very much. Everybody, thank you to the Cottage Bistro staff. Thank you very much. And I would also like to introduce the players in our show here today. So on my far right, we have Matt Grinke on keyboard. And then immediately to my right, I have Krista Wallace singing up the score. And over on my left is Jen Serratos, also singing up the score. So people keep asking me, and on my left is the lovely and talented Allison Berry. Thank you. Oh yeah, me. People keep asking me, why did I do this show? How did I come to do this show? So I decided that that's what the show was going to be, was telling you how I came to be doing this show. So first and foremost, I just wanted to sing. I know I get to sing all the time. I sing at retirement homes and I get to sing at the farmers markets, but I wanted to sing things I never get to sing and things that I didn't have to play on the piano. Thank you, Matt. So the first song I wanted to sing was All That Jazz. So that got put in the show right away. And then I started thinking about other songs that I wanted to sing, and I was trying to come up with a theme that would draw all these songs together, and I was kind of a little lost about what the theme was going to be until I was working with one of my lovely singing students who's down over on this end, singing a song, and to be honest, I was a little jealous she got to sing it and I didn't. So I thought, well, that would be a fun song to sing, and it was about a girl who kind of misbehaves a little bit, which most of you know I don't do. And I thought, gee, that would be fun to do, and maybe that would be the theme. The theme is girls, for lack of a better expression, behaving badly. So I collected a bunch of songs that I wanted to do and songs that I thought would be fun in the show that I didn't need to sing because I wanted to incorporate my two lovely friends here to sing on stage with me as well. So collected a bunch of songs, and it turned out that they told a story about love. Whether it's good or bad, it told a story about love from musical theater perspective. So what we have here today is the evolution of love in a musical theater world, which you know is not the same as it is in the real world. And now, Krista's going to say a word.
So when a woman is young and she's just starting out in the world having relationships, she might start out being optimistic that life and love are going to turn out exactly the way she hopes they will.
I know Seymour's the greatest, but I'm dating a semi-sadist. So I got a black eye and my arms in a cast. Still that Seymour's a cutie. Well, if not, he's got inner beauty. And I dream of a place where we can be together at last. A matchbox of our own, a fence of real chain link, a grill out on the patio, disposal in the sink, a washer and a dryer, and an ironing machine, in a tract house that we share, somewhere that's green. He rakes and trims the grass, he loves to mow and weed. I cook like Betty Crocker, and I look like Donna Reed. There's plastic on the furniture to keep it neat and clean. In the pine sol scented air, somewhere that's green. Between our frozen dinner and our bedtime 9:15, we snuggle watching Lucy on our big, enormous 12-inch screen. I'm his December bride. He's father, he knows best. Our kids watch Howdy Doody as the sun sets in the west. A picture out of Better Homes and Garden magazine. Far from Skid Row, I dream we'll go somewhere that's So maybe being that optimistic is a little outdated.
This first song is from a musical, Avenue Q, and in the show it's sung by a puppet. I don't have too much in common with puppets, but the character sings about being unlucky in love, and that is certainly something I can relate to. There's a fine, fine line between a lover and a friend. And there's a fine, fine line between reality and pretend. And you never know till you reach the top if it was worth the uphill climb. It's a fine, fine line between love and a waste of time. There's a fine, fine line between a fairy tale and a lie. And there's a fine, fine line between your wonderful and goodbye. I guess if someone doesn't love fine, fine line between together and not. And there's a fine, fine line between what you wanted and what you've got. You gotta go after the things you want while you're still in your prime. There's a fine, fine line between love and a waste of time.
And maybe after that girl finally draws the line, she will come to learn the truth.
He gave me the fur coat 5 winters ago, and the gown the following fall. Then the bracelet, the hat, the gown, and the shoes. Such generous gifts I recall. Then last night in his apartment, he tried to remove them all. And I said as I ran down the hall, take back your mink, take back your pearls. What made you think that I was one of those girls? Take back the gown, the gloves, and the hat. I may be down, but I'm not flat as all that. I thought that each expensive gift you'd arrange was a token of your esteem. And when I think of what you want in exchange, it all seems a horrible dream. So take back your mink, those old worn-out pelts, and go shorten the sleeves for somebody else. Take back your mink, take back your pearls. What made you think that I was one of those girls? Take back the gown, the gloves, and the hat. I may be down, but I'm not flat as all that. I thought that each expensive gift you'd arrange was a token of your esteem. And when I think of what you want in exchange, it all seems a horrible dream. So take back your mink from whence it came, and tell them to Hollanderize it for some other day.
Yeah, so take that. Now, in this point in our story of the women in musical theater, some women get to the point where they decide it's just time to look out for themselves. They make themselves happy, never mind what anybody else says. So now, this is what the ladies say.
Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets. And little man, little Lola wants you. Make up your mind to have no regrets. Recline yourself, resign yourself, you're through. Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets. And little man, little Lola wants you. Make up your mind to have no regrets. Recline yourself, resign yourself, you're through. I always get what I'm for, and your heart and soul is what I came for. Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets. Take off your coat, don't you know you can't win? You're no exception to the rule. I'm irresistible, you fool. Give in. Thank you.
She forgot the egg. There was an egg shaker.
Imagine I was doing this throughout that entire thing. Oh yeah.
Very nice. Egg solo. Now, the next song that we have in our show actually has nothing to do with getting what you want from men. I decided that this song needed to be in the show because she's a strong woman, and the strongest woman I knew who could sing it is right here.
Wait a second. I think she's also a lesbian in this show, but that's not me. Anyway, we won't delve too deeply into it. Ask any of the chickies in my pen. They'll tell you I'm the biggest mother hen. I loves them all and all of them loves me. Because the system works, the system called reciprocity. Got a little motto, always sees me through. When you're good to mama, mama's good to you. There's a lot of favors I'm prepared to do. You do one for mama, she'll do one for you. They say that life is tit for tat, and that's the way I live. So I deserve a lot of tat for what I've got to give. Don't you know that this hand washes that one too? When you're good to mama, mama's good to you. If you want my gravy, pepper my ragu, spice it up for mama, she'll get hot for you. When they pass that basket, folks contribute too. You put in for mama, she'll put out for you. The folks atop the ladder are the ones the world adores. So boost me up, my ladder kid, and I'll boost you up yours. Don't you know that this hand washes that one too? When you're good to mama, mama's good to you. So what's the one conclusion I can bring this number to? When you're good to mama, mama's good to you.
We almost lost him. All right, so this next song, this is the song that I want to sing because, as you know, most of you know, some of you know, maybe some of you know, I'm fairly well behaved. And in...
Well, now they all know.
And I put a couple of songs in this show that I get to sing because the characters in them are totally not well behaved at all. They have bad judgment. They do things they shouldn't do, and it's quite a hoot to get to sing it myself and be that character, even if it's just for a minute and a half. So this one, I'm a little...
Change.
Well, I couldn't become this girl because she's probably about 16. And she's a little bit of a cowpoke, and her grammar's not great, which most of you hopefully know is not true of me either. My grammar is very good. I'm a very stickler for grammar, actually. So this character is totally out of character for me. A question of not knowing what to do. I know what's right and wrong since I've been 10. I heard a lot of stories and I reckon they are true about how girls are put upon by men. I know I mustn't fall into the pit, but when I'm with a feller, I forget. Just when I ought to say nix. When a person tries to kiss a girl, I know she ought to give his face a smack. But as soon as someone kisses me, I somehow sorta wanna kiss him back. I'm just a fool when lights are low. I can't be prissy and quaint. How can I be what I ain't? I can't say no. What you gonna do when a feller gets flirty and starts to talk purty? What you gonna do? Supposing that he says that your lips are like cherries or roses or berries. What you gonna do? Supposing that he says that you're sweeter than cream and he's gotta have cream or die. What's a girl to do when he talks that away? Spit in his eye? I'm just a girl who can't say no, can't seem to say it at all. I hate to disappoint a beau when he is paying a call. For a while I act refined and cool, a-settin' on the velveteen settee. Then I think of that old golden rule and do for him what he would do for me. I can't resist a Romeo in a sombrero and chaps. Soon as I sit in their laps, something inside of me snaps. I can't say no. So there.
Well, I don't know if you know, but anybody who does know me knows that I'm not very well behaved at all. So this song is right up my alley.
If a custom tailor vet asks me out for something wet, when the vet begins to pet, I cry hooray! But I'm always true to you, darling, in my fashion. Yes, I'm always true to you, darling, in my way. I enjoy a tender pass by the boss of Boston, Mass. Though his pass is middle class and not back bay. But I'm always true to you, darling, in my fashion. Yes, I'm
always true to you, darling, in my way. There's a madman known as Mac who is planning to attack. If his mad attack means a Cadillac, okay. But I'm always true to you, darling, in my fashion. Yes, I'm always true to you, darling, in my way. I've been asked to have a meal by a big tycoon in steel. If the meal includes a deal, except I may. But I'm always true to you, darling, in my fashion. Yes, I'm always true to you, darling, in my way. I would never curl my lip to a dazzling diamond clip. If the clip meant let her rip, I'd not say nay. But I'm always true to you, darling, in my fashion. Yes, I'm always true to you, darling, in my way. There's an oil man known as Tex who is keen to give me checks. And his checks, I fear, means that sex is here to stay. But I'm always true to you, darling, in my fashion. Yes, I'm always true to you, darling, in my way.
Well, since we're comparing our songs to ourselves, this song is not at all me either, but it's still a good song, so I'm going to sing it anyway. Plus Allison put it in the set, so there you go.
Yes, and actually, before you sing that, can I just say, yes, one of the things that I kept in mind when putting this show together is who was going to be in it and what songs would be suitable for them. So even though the songs might not be exactly the person, they certainly suit the voices that I've chosen for them. So go for it, Krista. Thanks. Okay.
A kiss may be grand, maybe on the hand, quite continental, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. A kiss may be grand, but it won't pay the rental on your humble flat, or help you at the automat. Men grow cold as girls grow old, and we all lose our charms in the end. But square cut or pear shape, these rocks don't lose their shape. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. There may come a time when Alice needs a lawyer, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. There may come a time when some hard-boiled employer thinks you're awful nice, but get that ice or else no dice. Here's your guy when stocks are high, but beware when they start to descend. It's then that those louses go back to their spouses. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Yeah, diamonds are a girl's best friend.
All right, so now, the next little section of our show is about how hard it is to get a man when you want to get a man in musical theater. So in various circumstances in musical theater and in life, people try all sorts of ways to get the perfect man, the man of their dreams, and it doesn't always work out, but they don't know that yet. So these songs are about trying to get a man, and this first one shows you that even in Camelot, it's not that easy to get a guy. Where are the simple joys of maidenhood? Where are all those adoring, daring boys? Where's the knight pining so for me? He leaps to death in woe for me. Oh, where are a maiden's simple joys? Shan't I have the normal life a maiden should? Shall I never be rescued in the wood? Shall two knights give a tilt for me and let their blood be spilt for me? Oh, where are the simple joys of maidenhood? Shall I not be on a pedestal, worshipped and competed for? Not be carried off, or better still, cause a little more? Where are the simple joys of maidenhood? Are those sweet, gentle pleasures gone for good? Where's the feud not begin for me? Shall kith not kill their kin for me? Oh, where are the trivial joys? Harmless, convivial joys. Where are the simple joys of maidenhood? Okay, so we tried letting them kill each other over us. Doesn't always work. And firearms don't always help.
Oh, my mother was frightened by a shotgun, they say. That's why I'm such a wonderful shot. I'd be out in the cactus and I'd practice all day. And now tell me, what have I got? I'm quick on the trigger with targets not much bigger than a pinpoint. I'm number one, but my score with a filler is lower than a sailor. Oh, you can't get a man with a gun. When I'm with a pistol, I'm startled like a crystal. Yes, I shine like the morning sun, but I lose all my luster when
can't get a man with a gun. Some Tom, Dick, or Harry will build a house for Carrie when the preacher has made them one. But they can't build your houses with buckshot in their trousers. No, a man may be hot, but he's not when he's shot. No, you can't get a man with a gun.
There are a couple of songs in the show that nobody is envious of because there are so many lyrics to learn. That was one of them.
Now this one is a story about how some girls have to just suffer in silence, waiting.
It says here, the average unmarried female, basically insecure, due to some long frustration may react with psychosomatic symptoms difficult to endure, affecting the upper respiratory tract. In other words, just from waiting around for that plain little band of gold, a poison could develop a cold. You can spray her wherever you figure the strep-tip Hawkeye like. You can give her a shot for whatever she's got, but it just won't work. If she's tired of getting the fisheye from the hotel like, a poison can develop a cold. It says here, the female remaining single, just in the legal sense, shows a neurotic tendency, see note.